Hey guys, what's up? It is Alyssa and welcome back to my channel. So yes, we're doing another Amazon wig review. This wig was sent to me by Unice here on Amazon, and it is the 14-inch 13 by 6 kinky lace front unit wig, 150% density if you couldn't tell, because she is thick, she is full. She does come with baby hairs. However, she does not come pre-plucked at all. So this wig on the edges are super thick, super full. They're present, you can see them. So I'm just going to go ahead and attempt to do this wig without bleaching knots or doing any plucking, because I wanted to imagine myself as someone who wanted this wig and didn't want to do all that work. So here's the attempt. I tried to use my free spray like I do in the other wig and spray it from the outside, but with this wig not being pre-plucked and being as thick as she was at the roots, she wasn't sticking down for nobody. So this method clearly did not work. So I'm just going to go ahead with my holy grail method, which is just spraying underneath the lace, and we're going to make sure it's tacky before we lay it down. So we're going to do this method, but you'll see also that not only did it give me problems in the front doing this method, but it's also going to give me some problems throughout this video with these sides. So the part where it covers your ear and the sideburns was giving me the same problem. I'm not really sure why she was not sticking, but we made it work. So just keep watching. Don't be discouraged because I said that. Just keep watching. It's just something if you get this wig, you're going to need to know that she may or may not act right, but don't be defeated because you rock the wig. The wig don't rock you. All right, so I'm going to attempt, I know I said no plucking, but I attempted to pluck this wig on the sides. However, this is a wig that you will want to make sure is wet in the front, and you try to pluck it that way. She's too thick of density. You might pluck yourself a bald spot. This is not something I would try at home, kids. So yes, make sure this wig is on a wig stand before you do this, because I did all that plucking and didn't get nowhere. So moving on, we're going to cut the lace off. I'm cutting it in fours just to make this easier on myself, and I'm going to use my eyebrow razor like always to cut the lace off around the front, because we want to make sure we got jagged lines and not straight lines. So if you want your wig to look more natural, always use a eyebrow razor or zigzag your scissors. Don't just cut straight across like a sheet of paper, because that will be seen. All right, so now that all the lace is cut off, I'm just going back in with some free spray to kind of lay down any edges that might have rolled up in the event of me cutting off the lace on the edges. So if you just go back in with that, it'll lay it down like so. But ladies and gentlemen, this is where the wig started to give me problems on the sides. She just kept lifting on both sides. I'm not really sure why, if it's because the wig was too thick. But again, I'm doing the method of spraying my skin first before I'm laying it down. And she's still not sticking properly, so I had to go in with a couple layers of free spray before she actually laid down. So yes, you guys saw in the beginning it had baby hairs, so now it's time to tackle these baby hairs. So my original plan was to wear her as a middle part, which is why I'm only going to cut baby hairs directly in the front of my head. And I just kind of sheared them a little bit with the scissors, made them kind of short to, do the baby hair thing. I'm going to go in with my empty bottle of foam spray, and I'm just going to lay my baby hairs like so. All right, so here's the wig on, baby hairs laid, and my attempt at wearing a middle part. But honey, look how thick this is. This wig is too thick to wear in the middle part. There's absolutely no way you could pluck that middle part in like a timely fashion. Not that I didn't have all day, but I was not about to pluck all day. So I'm just going to go ahead and start straightening her to make her not as poofy and full. And she straightened really well. 1 to 2 passes worked just fine. And I like that the wig still had the natural texture when you were straightening. So it didn't necessarily take it away. Some pieces still had kind of the rivets in them, or like the kind of waviness to them even after straightening them, which I thought was amazing. This really looked like it grew out of my head. This looked like my hair. And yeah, straightened it on one side. As you can see, she's still puffy. So I took a brush with some free spray to try to, flatten her out a little bit, but still puffy, as you can see. Here's my attempt at doing this as a middle part. I was trying to make it as wide as possible to make it appear to have been plucked, but it just wasn't working that way. This wig is something, like I said, that definitely needs to be plucked. So you cannot wear it like this. You can, but that wasn't even the problem. The problem with me was that I didn't own a hot comb, and the wig was just puffy on both sides. It's just very thick of a wig at the root. So I'm trying to spray it down with some Got2b and layer down as much as possible, but that didn't work. So what we do next? Comb over method. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip her over as so, because you can always go to this method when you don't have any idea what to do. So I'm just going to have to bring in some baby hairs, bring them down, because obviously that spot on the side is looking a little empty and we can't rock a wig like that. So just pull some baby hairs, pull some actual hair from the top, and I'm going to just shear it like so, and then swoop it with what's left of the foam to create a more fuller baby hair. Now I'm going in with what's really left of the foam, because as you can see, somebody needs to go to the beauty supply store. So I'm just going to use this to continue to just lay down the hair as much as possible. And this is pretty much it for this finished look. Let me know what you guys think of this wig in the comments box below. Again, all the purchasing information will be in the description box below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Ciao!